Hey all, it's Misty here. So with the new Nether update releasing, the Kudra boss fight gave us some fun new gear sets to play with. We got the blue one, and we got the green one, and we got the orange one, and we got the purple one, and they all suck. Except for Crimson Armor. Crimson Armor is the Berserker setup out of the four, and when you first look at the set, it doesn't look like anything special because it honestly isn't. It's actually worse than Shadow Assassin in its base form, but you can upgrade the armor using Crimson Essence you get from the boss fight and through salvaging nether items. Upgrading your armor gives it a very minor stat boost, and after upgrading it past 10 stars, it loses all of its stars and it goes to the second tier, then to the third tier, the fourth tier, and so on until you get to Infernal. The problem with this is that Crimson Essence is just so hard to get that by the time you get to the next tier, Hytale will already be released by then. With that being said though, I honestly think Crimson Armor is the best armor set out of the four, and honestly one of the best sets in the game, and here's exactly why. So the whole gimmick with these nether sets is that they have tiered bonuses, and they're like full set bonuses but actually good, because you can put on 2 pieces of the armor and you still have the effect of the tiered bonus, and it gets better with the more pieces you have on. So this means you can use something like a Warden Helmet and 3/4 Crimson, or Warden Helmet, 3/4 Terror, Wither Goggles, Aurora, stuff like that. You know, you're not really confined to using the full set to get the tiered bonuses that you actually want. For Crimson Armor in particular, its set bonus is Dominus. And so what this does is that for every melee kill, you gain 1 stack of Dominus. Each Dominus stack grants 0.1 melee range, and at 10 stacks also swipe. So that's a pretty cool ability and all, but that's honestly not what makes the set broken. Crimson Armor has a second unintended effect to just kind of invite the mob you hit into combo duels for some reason. I have no idea why it does this, but after you get a single stack of Dominus, it just completely ignores invincibility frames, and I have no idea why. So in a way, it's kind of like giving yourself an infinite attack speed cap, where the only limit is your clicks per second. So that also means that attack speed isn't actually useful as a stat if you use Crimson Armor, so you can just prioritize your reforges and tuning points for raw damage. Now, I'm not saying you should do this, but hypothetically speaking, if someone were to, you know, click faster than something humanly possible, it would, you know, right? But you're not a cheater, are you? Right? Yeah, that's right. The only downside to Crimson Armor is that you can't dungeonize it, meaning you don't get any dungeon stats whenever you're queuing into your floor. But for about 12 million coins, that's how much I got my set. I'm not sure it's gonna be that price at the time of recording. It might be more, might be less, but it's still a pretty cheap set overall. But it's easily just one of the best out of dungeon sets in the game for mid-game players, and it's so cheap, it's so good, and just pick up a set, you won't regret it. And honestly, do this sooner or later, because I imagine this is gonna get fixed at least somewhat soon. Sooner or later, probably later honestly. But yeah, this armor is cracked, go get one, but before you do, it would mean the world to me if you left a like on the video, or even subscribed if you enjoyed the content. And now that we got that over, I'm gonna go do some more Kudras, so bye, have a nice day.